Hello guys, welcome back. I'd like to welcome all three of you guys back to this channel for the 19th installment of this catastrophe that is my F1 2020 career. Yeah, welcome back guys. You join me in a bit of a nervous state because I love this track, but it's just going to be hell. It's going to be hell. Look, as you know, it's been a very difficult season. My ego has been sort of crushed and burned, quite literally in some cases, and I found the whole thing a bit of a challenge, but I'm going to persevere, as you know. So, as you know, if you haven't seen the last video, Japan, link above, we changed a couple of components there because the wear was going to compromise us, I believe. Now what's happened is I've done it again, and rather than taking a 40 place grid penalty for one race, I've taken two 20 grid penalties in two races. So you join us here in 20th place after another miserable weekend of practice. Gasly in 12th. Again, that's where the car is, but I've taken two penalties. This time I've updated the turbocharger and the MG UK. I'll get it right this time because I couldn't for the life of me remember. So we are at the back again on a track with absolutely no forgiveness in any. There's no part of this track, particularly in the first sector, with another one of those, I don't know what this section's called, but another one of those twisty turny sectors. The track limits are ridiculous, absolutely, once again ridiculous, and I literally invalidated more laps than I completed in practice. Same with qualifying. I don't think I made Q2 regardless of penalties because I couldn't get a lap together. So welcome to the United States of penalties. There's going to be a lot of them. Why do I dread every race? Why? I love this game, love Formula 1. I love that you guys are watching the drama unfold, but oh, for Christ's sake, I just dread it because I'm at the back with a crap car, and I know that getting round with no damage and no penalties is impossible, even on my favourite tracks. This is one of my favourite tracks, but it's going to be impossible. So welcome along. Let's see how far we get. I've got, again, no expectations. I prefer it this way because then, like I said, you know, I proved in the last race, as boring as it was, a result is a result, and the team can't be displeased, especially as driver of the day that we got. Okay, so we're looking at a 2-stop today. I'm going to roll with that because in my head before the race I was like, well, if it is a 2-stop, then I'm going to go to a 1-stop, but we are not going to have the pace. We don't have the pace here. We're not as competitive as we could have been in Japan, and we're about as competitive as we were in Russia, and that's what I'm afraid of repeating. So yeah, we're going to go with a 2-stop. We're going to go, what I might do is I might start on the mediums. Let's have a look. Give us a little bit more headroom to make a bit of a later pit and make some progress early on, and then run a faster tyre at the end to hopefully back up the point. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's go to mediums to start if we can. So medium, soft, soft. What does that tell us? 45.06, 45.05. So it is slower. We are going to be slower at the start, but we are going to want to keep out of trouble. That's my new mentality, my born again mentality is not to dive in unless I either can't help it or I really have to, or I'm angry. We've got to keep these track limits in the back of our minds, or the front of our minds I should say. And yeah, we've got nothing to lose. I like customization. I've changed my helmet again for this race because it's the only enjoyment I'm going to get from this race is changing the helmet colours. Little tweaks here and there, just tidy it up because it wasn't looking how I wanted it to look. So, and I'm sad, really sad. We're going to go with customised strategy. We do lose a second. I do think that first stint might help us just clear a bit of the pack, and then we're on a faster tyre at the end, which hopefully means we're in less danger of being overtaken towards the end. So, without further ado, welcome to the US of A, Texas. 2-stop strategy. Hopeless driver. Let's go. Okay guys, as ever, wish me luck. 3, 4, 5 lights. Okay, let's go. In God we trust today. Will this strategy pay off? Who?
That move was illegal.
Who?
Turn the position.
Okay, we'll roll with it. Just trying to get through, you know. Okay, take that.
First lap. Keep it up.
Yeah, I think we can guarantee a penalty today, guys. It's just too tight. But I'm excited on this strategy, on this maverick strategy on the mediums, to see if it can pay off and if we can gain anything at all by it. The lift, early upshift just to try and hold on to some grip there, and then turn in as late as you can there. Lap 1, we've kept up, made a couple of places, which is cool. That first corner is a bit of a masterpiece because you get to the apex of the top and you're in no man's land, no idea where you are. Just try and creep through there again. The curbs are not your friends on this track, especially that first sector, that's for sure. Really wide, it's terrible. But we'll leave the fuel there for a minute. These guys are bound to pull away naturally on the soft tyre, one thing. But with any luck it will come back to us. But I'm really excited, guys, don't go anywhere, because we'll see what we can do with these medium tyres to begin with, and then finishing on the softs as well. Yeah, it's a bit better through there, a bit more grip. And just creep through there as well.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Not too worried that they're going to start pulling away for the minute. And they're definitely going to be way faster through there than we are. Okay, a bit better.
The energy store is getting warm,
Of course it is.
reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop.
Got to sort my braking zone out there. This is, if I'm totally honest, this is one track that I do worship the racing line a little bit more, or the line assistance a little bit more than usual. Okay, so we'll let Magnussen go. Anything for the quiet life? Yeah, better traction through there as well. We're losing time, but really pushing our confidence with these use of the curbs through there. But slower is safer. I still can't get this corner quite right. Time to use some rich fuel though. We're in DRS and he's not. Bit close for comfort really. We weren't quite close enough for a proper attack, I don't think. Christ. I lose another place. Or not. Lots of lift in there for the oversteer. We're outbraking Magnussen in most of the corners.
We think the car behind might start to have fuel management issues. Let's see if we can use this to our advantage over the next few laps.
That's a really bad line again. Always seems to be the car behind with the fuel issues, never the car in front. But we'll take it either way. It's sitting 15th. So. We are, and I knew it from the start, we are not competitive today. This car isn't. Never showed any signs of attacking the points really in practice and qualifying. Hence the maverick strategy, like I said. Lap 6, so sooner or later they're going to have to start boxing, I think. You watch how Magnussen gets away from us through this section now. Excuse me. I'll go wide anyway, to prove the point. Christ, come on. Get through unscathed, but barely. The car just starts to get away from me a little bit, which is a bit of a downer. Plenty of fuel. Magnussen's got away nicely because we've been sloppy as hell. This is the part of the track where you never have stability. Minor lift again for the greater good. Good.
The car ahead is beginning to pull away.
Yeah, big 7-second gap to 13th. But it may come back to us with this strategy, guys, like I said. About as clean as it's going to get, I think. Still missed the apex. I think we can have a go. Straight with the DRS. Straight on the ERS. Yeah. I lost my bearings on the braking zone. No man's land out there. Lost all sort of perspective of where we were in that corner entry, but he has to pit before us, surely. So we'll not push our luck. Let's do it. It's wide as well. It's got to be said that Magnussen, I think, is slowing us down, but sooner or later they're going to have to start pitting. That is dreadful. That has cost us, but we're still unscathed. My greediness gets the better of me there. Definitely too far away this time. We've gained about a second.
You're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
We've gained a second, sorry, on Ocon, which my hoping is that they're all starting to struggle on their own tyres. Okay, we've got some pits, that's cool. Leclerc, as Leclerc comes out in front. Could do without Magnussen when you got Leclerc. Look at this. Can't see a fit. No. Not over yet. Got a warning. But where do I go? Guys.
Okay, clear.
Thanks to Magnussen there. Leclerc's got away quite nicely. And we kind of left as bait for Raikkonen. Giovinazzi, I should say. I'm sure, actually. Must be. So Leclerc on the soft, so he's stopping again. But we can wave goodbye to him, I think, if I'm honest. Much better there.
Giovinazzi is in the pit.
cool. Keep those pit stops coming then.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Oh my goodness me. More traffic than I would really like, especially with Magnussen absolutely killing my vibe at the moment. Got to let him, Perez, go as well. For the greater good.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the warning. Definitely not enough to change, though. Definitely not enough to change. See, if he hadn't told me, that's the first time I think that's happened all season where he's actually told me and I've gone, no, we're going to be okay. There's a big fight in front as well. I say big fight. Perez making it look easy, whereas we can't do so. The car just becomes a little bit more hard to live with. Gasly goes in, so it's not our time. Oh, thank God for that. We'll take his DRS though. A couple more pit stops and they're coming back out in front still, but we are climbing the ladder. For the moment at least. Oh, this corner is just shocking.
Time penalty will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
That's me trusting the braking zone on the flipping line as well. I'll see the replay of that because I seem to have way more traction than normal and we turned in early. Which has cost us again. This car is getting away from me big time now. Fight. God, how's your avoid contact, you know?
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
I'll have to go back though. No, we're not. No DRS. Seems to have a little bit of speed on him though. Why not, eh? Whoa! I think he made sure of that. Some pretty poor etiquette out here this season, I think. Getting away with murder, these guys. He's on the hards as well, so he's a one-stop.
Keep pushing. The car behind can't keep up with the pace. We think they're struggling with fuel.
Cheers.
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
Okay, as usual then guys, we are up against it. Can't tell if it's tyres or damage that's doing this to us now, but
Our gap to the car in front is 2.1 seconds.
struggle to oversteer and try and keep it clean as usual. Ricardo behind. We've got to throw some speed at it, I think. But I maintain that we're not changing the wing on this stop. We are 10th, only for a little bit. But we're already going to get faster as the race goes on, compared to the guys ahead, I think. These tyres have really gone now. So we've got 4 years to get through that apex. Full lock, hold on for dear life, full power, within an inch of our life. And then the opposite for there. I really didn't practice the entry to this pit lane. one thing I recommend you always do is practice going into the pits during the practice sessions, because when it matters and then you forget what's required to get into the pit safely, it can be a bit nervy. That's a decent stop, I think. Back to 16th though. What can we do? What can we do?
Speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
That pit exit is savage, due to the nature of that corner being savage as well. And now we've got to deal with a car that's got way more grip than it should. In these early turn-ins. That's Magnussen again. Where are we? 19th. I don't know what that means at this stage, guys. So bear with us.
Nice move. Good job.
And forgot to brake. Sloppy by me. What it does mean is we're going to have to fight our way through again. Hang on. Yeah, car feels good under the circumstances. Plenty of overtakes to come, I think. Hold our nerve there. Tight as hell.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, those tyres feel better through there, but still came with a warning that time. Russell ahead. Fuel slightly deteriorating, I think. Have to keep an eye on it, whereas normally we don't have to worry. We're faster than Russell, which is good. Believe it or not, that's never guaranteed. Same move again, different Williams. Russell making it a lot harder. Hello. He's not finished. It's like they go, well, you've got track limits, mate, so I can do what I want. Because we ain't getting busted, but you are. Look at that. Got through it. As if I should sigh with relief after passing the Williams. I mean, what have we become, honestly? 16th though. Massive gap to Giovinazzi. It's going to take some pulling back. In a parallel universe, we'd have been on the softs to begin with, so I wonder where we'd be now. I can't help but thinking it's probably not going to make a massive difference overall. Little lift.
trailing our teammate by 11.0 seconds.
Crikey. Well, at least the understeer makes a change from the oversteer. Doesn't change as good as the rest, I suppose. Can't tell if we're gaining on these guys at all or not. That's where the engineer comes in. Yeah, a bit better through there. Cool, car's feeling okay.
Grosjean is stopping now.
Okay, bit of a surprise. Just stab in the dark, that apex, guys. Let me know in the comments. Feels the same every time, but you're never in the same place.
Gap to car in front is 7.2 seconds.
I give the engineers a shout and say, yeah, this feels great actually. Before the next race, would you mind just kicking in the front wing a little bit? Actually got more traction with this wing damage than we had before, so just give it a bit of a boot before we leave the well, before Parc Fermé anyway. Caveman engineering, get a hammer on it and it'll feel better than some of these setups. Find myself in this lonely little part of the track again. I see some cars though.
You'll be on the softs.
Okay. Stop penalising me for using the curbs, man. That's how it feels anyway. That's why a lot of these races you watch are nowhere near the curbs, because you just think, well, bit of an early exit and you've had it, mate. It has killed this season for me, I would say. If I was to start this season again, or start this channel again, I would probably turn off the racing line and then turn down the limits, because I think that would be a good balance in terms of difficulty and entertainment. But it means we'd have way more results, really, than we have. 13th though. Only for a second. Wrong gears, you idiots. Come on. Fool. Five seconds to 12th then. They're not stopping again. And we're about to add 20 seconds to our time, naturally by pitting. Let me know in the comments, was the one stop better than the medium start on the two stop, or was I just better to go with their suggestion? Where do you think we'd be on their suggestion, guys? Don't say in the wall. Wishes are fair enough. 9 seconds to 14th though. I'm genuinely intrigued.
In this lap,
15 seconds to 15th. In this lap. Tyres don't feel too bad. But I suppose as soon as you start losing time, it's time to come in.
No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
You're pulling me in though, Jeff. There's only 8 laps to go though. Oh god, I'm so tempted to stay out. Stay out, let them burn out. Oh god, shall we? %, 8 laps. I tried it in Bahrain, but we had a lot longer to go on those tyres then, and they blew up. 8 laps on 35% on the rears doesn't seem like a lot, does it? But if we start losing time, this penalty, but then again we're about to lose 20 seconds, so... Yeah, we're definitely staying up for this lap, just until I get a grasp.
6.2 seconds.
So, pit now, rejoin 18th, is that? An 18th with a free doesn't feel like much of a reward for our efforts, really.
Okay, some information on Raikkonen. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
It's like being called in for dinner. I don't want to go in, I'm too much fun. 7.9 seconds, we're losing time with this tyre. But it feels like... Can we manage the tyres? 7.7 seconds. Massive gap to 15th though. Just feels like we're giving away places, you know? Oh god. We should go in, really. That's the angel on my shoulder saying, just go in. You're going to cause yourself a mischief. And the devil's going, why would you give up 5 places, mate? And the devil, as you know, has always got a bigger influence. 7 seconds. 6 laps to go. See, guys, we're going to lose this place to Ricciardo, okay? I can live with that. We started 20th. If we go in, these nice fresh tyres for 6 laps, and we 18th, maybe 17th, if we, depends how closely packed in those guys are, but if we let Ricciardo go when he arrives, if he arrives, that is.
Fuel to mix 2. Our gap to the car in front is 6.7 seconds.
Yeah, we'll wave goodbye to 12. Tyre wearers. We surely can't lose 15. Notice how I haven't made the decision, but I'm actually not going in, which is actually making the decision for me. Yeah, we're going to stay out. We've got nothing to lose. If the tyres hold out, which they surely, we've got 5 laps to go, we'll take it easy. Take it easy. We've got a penalty, 14 seconds to Giovinazzi. If we focus on that, then we get a better result out of it, as long as the tyres last.
We need to push now. Use your overtake button for
Fuel.
more power.
Let's keep an eye on fuel, but we need to keep an eye on tyres as well. Be our own engineer for a minute. 13 seconds to Giovinazzi.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Have I just made a big mistake? We are being a bit of a maverick today. We did that with the strategy in the first place. 13 seconds to 15th. Why have I got to make these decisions over flipping 15th? Trying to go easy on the tyres. 61% in the front left. 4 laps to go. This track does put a lot of load out. Seconds to Giovinazzi. Just wonder how that guy in the parallel universe with the soft medium strategy is getting on. Wonder if he's in the points. I doubt it. Only 4 laps to go, you know. It requires tyre management way beyond my ability. The only language I speak is send, as it were. Here comes Ricciardo. It's as good as team orders when he gets to me because I'm gonna let him go. Don't go anywhere, guys, because this race isn't over yet. 66% where? Just over half if you're a pessimist. Ridiculous if you're not. Sorry, optimist. long as he doesn't try anything clever, we'll let him go. As if he was our teammate. He's got a chance now anyway. Oh, he's dropped back. 69% wear. Back tyre's looking great. And all they do is spin.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Wonder where Gasly is. Big lift, minimal throttle there. .71% on that front left. Where's Ricardo at? I'm trying not to slow him down, but I know my luck, he'll try taking me here. He can't, surely. Giovinazzi 9 seconds. Which only gives us 6. I knew he'd try it there.
Okay, keep on him. He might
It's
make
okay,
a
he's gone.
mistake.
No. No, Jeff. We're trying to manage the tyres, bud. Okay. 7 seconds to Giovinazzi then all of a sudden. Where did that come from? Oh yeah, no, sorry, I'm getting confused. Yeah, Giovinazzi 7 seconds. Which gives us 4 to play with.
Be careful. The tyres have deteriorated significantly at this point.
Yeah. You check fuel, really. Okay, still looking alright. Got some ERS as well. 6.8 to Giovinazzi with 2 laps to go. It's anyone's guess at this point.
Okay, the car ahead is pulling away from you at the rate of around 2 seconds a lap.
That's a puncture. That's a puncture. If it was on the last lap.
Box this lap, please. We need to get you on new tyres and move on to a different strategy.
That took a turn, didn't it? Can't stop. Never ignore the strategy. Never ignore the strategy. You will not beat the system. You will not beat the system. Whoa. I forgot I had to brake at all then. Well, we're not. Fuck off, it's going to be a penalty now, isn't it? Nope. Even the shoes are taking a pit on me.
Front left tyre has a puncture.
Is there, mate? I had no idea. I just thought it was our.
There's only one lap
Yeah,
of fuel
18.
remaining.
We are cursed men. Oh, we're never going to make the pits like that. What'd you do? What'd you do? Why did I not just carry... Well, did you carry on or not? I don't know.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you
Oh, it's
on
finished the race.
Sunday.
Cool. Thank you very much. Will do. Look after the tyres on the way in. Pick up any rubber. Guys, we tried. We started in 20th. We tried our own strategy. And guess what? Guess what? Okay, so in hindsight, stay with their strategy. Don't fight the system. You won't win. It's a good moral to live life by, I think. And yeah, 2 softs in the medium. Could have, had a really good result. Maybe finished 16th. But there we go. We're not competitive on this track. I didn't suffer as many penalties as I thought, much to my surprise. And I'm very surprised. Didn't go, oh, track limits, he's only got 3 tyres, we'll give him a penalty there. So they've obviously got a heart between them, between the 12 stewards in the room. There's one heart in there somewhere. My guess is Ross Braun. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Hope it didn't disappoint, because let's face it, it always disappoints. Much appreciate you guys checking it out. Please like and share if you did enjoy it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what we should have done differently, or a nice long list perhaps. If you've got enough characters in the comments to let me know what we could have done differently. But we tried it. We've got nothing to lose. At least we can blame the tyre and not our own shortcomings. That's the word. Yeah, thank you guys. Join me in Mexico next race. What can we claw back for the rest of this season? That's the question. But thank you guys, much appreciated. Really enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Stay home and send it. Thank you very much, guys. Cheers.